no Francine. Hey, Rock! He's in the wall! Keep up the good work, baby.
Stop down! Get the kid off it! Where's the line?
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. On today's episode, we've got your rundown for the Monday Night Raw this week from Belfast.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. That's right. Where Finn Balor. Let's hear it, Larson. Yeah.
Didn't win. No, he didn't win, though.
We didn't think he was going to win, and he didn't win.
No, we knew he wasn't going to win. It was a good match, though.
No, it was an awesome match. I really enjoyed the match. And, you know, they gave him the whole Finn Balor Club, but they had Balor Country.
Yeah, it was his old theme, old entrance. He missed his first but that's fine. He said he couldn't hear the song because the crowd was so loud.
Can't hear the song.
Good crowd. But yeah, we didn't think he was going to win, but it was a good match.
Yeah.
I guess kind of the main thing coming out of Raw is you know, we had speculated for weeks that Gunther was to be the one to retire AJ Styles. I don't know if either of us really thought it would happen as soon as 2 weeks from now, basically at the Rumble.
Did you notice I just did the same thing?
No, I was looking at my imaginary watch. I didn't notice you look at yours.
So fucking dorky. Yeah, man.
We are, but let's talk about this because Gunther comes out and says, I beat AJ. That's behind me. I'm going to win the Rumble, win the world title. AJ comes out. He wants a rematch. He says, you know you tapped out like a biatch. So give me a rematch. And Gunther's like, yeah, nope. Not gonna. He's about
I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. I don't want to do double duty.
And so he's about to leave the ring and goes, but I have something to make it worth my while. You put your career on the line and you can have your match. So AJ stews on it, talks to his wife, and he tells Adam Pearce he's in. So it's AJ versus Gunther at the Rumble. If AJ loses, he retires. And it wasn't like, I went back and read Chris Garrix, he does great notes for us, read the notes. And I remember this as well. Gunther clearly said your career, not your WWE career, your career. So I was like, oh, maybe they'll do a thing where AJ has to retire from WWE or leave WWE, and he can wind down, you know, his career in like TNA. Although after what we saw last Thursday, I don't think he probably wants to do that.
Yeah, I'd be kind of surprised if they sent him there at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you know, man, I don't know. The funny thing is, like, when you look at it from, you know, the business perspective, standing on the outside, looking in, obviously, obviously, WrestleMania right at, well, two premium live events after that. You got the Chamber and then you got Mania. So you're telling me that AJ Styles is going to, because here's the thing. Okay. You put your career up on the line.
Mm-hmm.
If he wins against Gunther at the Rumble, what would then motivate his actual retirement match? I mean, obviously they can write it. This could be a fake out where it's like, hey, he's already said, and it's already been spoken about in interviews with John Cena, for example, people that he's talked to. He said it himself. He wants out this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess to a degree, you could kind of make a story about it. Man, I escaped this match, but it got me thinking maybe it is time. You know, I mean, just because this stipulation is in effect for the Rumble, I would be really kind of surprised. But at the same time, are they going to have Gunther lose now to AJ to forward this story? I mean, maybe in his own bad guy sense, Gunther could look out for his, retribution or redemption. I'm sorry, redemption. And finally, retire AJ. I don't know. Like, how can they go about this without the obvious of AJ Styles doing the other big money things through the rest of the year, or at least WrestleMania, or this is it? Is he just, hey, it's a Rumble. I've been doing this for 25 years. What is another WrestleMania to me? Let somebody else have that spot. Maybe that's the philosophy.
It could be. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that it came about this soon. You'd think they want to maximize the interest level of WrestleMania, but maybe they got some matches up their sleeve for WrestleMania, they're going to blow our socks off, and they're like, all right, well, considering what we got lined up for Mania, maybe this match would be a little overshadowed. So here we put it on the Rumble. Like at this point, Rumble and Chamber are kind of 1A, 1B in terms of kind of like the heft and whatnot of what it means for WrestleMania, especially after last year.
Storyline wise, yeah, I think the Rumble is still like it's going to take a little while for the Chamber to get there, but
to reach the prestige of the Rumble and what it means. But I think in terms of the creative process,
sure, yeah,
Chamber
you look at what they did last year for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Chamber was the thing.
Chamber and Rumble are kind of on equal footing. So, let's put potentially AJ's last match on what is arguably the second largest show of the year in terms of what it means for WWE creative, and give it a major spotlight there, as opposed to it being one of 12 matches over WrestleMania weekend. Maybe that's the thought process. Maybe it's a thing where AJ's like, yeah, I want to retire in 2026, and as 2025 goes along, he's like, I want to pretty much retire right at the beginning of 2026.
Yeah, as soon as possible in 2026. No, you could be completely right. I mean, dude, you don't have to load up Mania. It's Mania, like it's going to, people are going to be watching it regardless. People are going to be watching the Rumble as well. But yeah, if you want to have a Mania level marquee match, AJ Styles in his retirement match, if that's what it's going to end up being, it's going to, I mean, unless there are dirt sheet reports that seem credible coming, going into this match, I am going to be sort of wondering all along the way, is this actually it? Or are they going to find a way out of this with a wonk finish, but a wonk finish with a match of these proportions on this stage?
On pay-per-view,
at a premium live event. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they would do a wonk finish, like a double count out or whatever.
Yeah.
So, man, yeah, I don't know. It might feel, again, he's been doing it forever. He's done every single thing there is to do. AJ leaving before WrestleMania? Yeah, okay, maybe it. There's also this. I know it hasn't been reported or anything, but it's entirely possible his contract.
It's up before Mania?
Maybe it's up. Maybe he's on a handshake deal and he's going to get one of them big Saudi payouts for the Rumble. He's like, hey, I'll do one last one in Saudi, because sometimes those can be a bit different.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a certain level of symmetry, too, if he debuted at a Rumble and then 10 years later retires at the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that, too. That's definitely a possibility. He had a great Rumble entrance. Is that the one that they... no, Edge's is where they cut away from, like, the
No, they cut to Roman during AJ's Rumble.
That was the thing, yeah. I think Edge's first spear they cut away from.
Yeah, they did. On AJ Styles, I believe.
They're paying it forward, I guess, then, huh?
I guess so. Yeah. All right, let's circle back to Punk and Finn. Really good main event. One of Punk's best matches since he's returned to the company, I think.
Yeah.
Pace was great. Intensity was great. Some fun spots. Good false finishes. Obviously Punk's going to carry that World Heavyweight Championship to Mania. The question is this the end of Finn Push 2026? Is this it? Is this the culmination of Finn Push 2026? Much like AJ Styles' career ending in early 2026, is this the end of Finn Push in 2026?
This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This is the floor right here, man. Now it's nothing but, yeah, it probably is, to be honest with you. I don't know. I hope not. I hope that, number one, let me say this, big picture. Yeah, it was a good match, but big picture, I really love when Raw, they got so many damn belts and so many things going on. Excuse me. I really love when they make the main event, like neither you nor I thought that this was going to go this way, go any other way.
Yeah.
But I really love when they make a big deal out of a TV main event. I love that shit. They did the same thing, obviously, with Drew winning that title off Cody, as they should have. But when you can make a big deal about something, man, oh man, it's much better when at the start of the show you have a 20-minute promo and then they're like, hey, there's 6 people out here talking. Let's go ahead and dump them into the main event like they didn't have something planned already.
Yeah, no.
So I can't stand that. Give us the big title match, one-on-one premium live event type match. Either it's a grudge or a title on the line or some big giant story beat for your main event, because that's always much more fun than just, oh, what are we getting in the main? throwing together 6-man, or this faction has a problem with this faction.
Yeah.
So I really like that about it. As far as Finn Balor, you never know. I mean, it might, I don't want to get my hopes up, obviously. I've been pushing for Finn Balor to get that push. And there, as you can, number one, the dude doesn't really age. And number two, the packaging of the Balor Club thing that they did tonight shows that, man, it's not even a nostalgia thing. It's just really good video. It's an excellent song. He is popular. He's got tons of goodwill with the fans. I think there is a lot more gas left in the tank if they wanted to, but
That's the caveat.
I just don't know that they're going to want to,
When you look at the potential world title scene for the rest of 2026, you got Punk.
It's loaded.
You got Braun. You got Seth, Gunther. There seems to be a lot of people potentially in line for a World Heavyweight Championship run ahead of Finn.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I would love to see Finn carry that belt, it just doesn't seem like it's probably going to happen 2026 if ever again. They did mention on commentary today though that he won the title about 10 years ago at SummerSlam against Seth, had to drop it or vacate it the next day because of the shoulder injury, and hasn't had another title run since.
One thing to consider, you and I for the longest time, and maybe we still would, I don't know, have Finn Balor taken the IC title off of Dom Mysterio. He could take the AEW title off him, apparently, because I don't know if you saw this.
I saw that, yeah.
What the fuck, man? God damn it, people. So for those who don't know, I guess there was a video package they ran on the AAA show this weekend, and it was AI generated. It was like, it looked sort of illustrated, and there was a shot of Dom Mysterio, and he was wearing an AEW championship title because these idiots just run this shit through fucking whatever and then don't take a second to just double check things. I'll be honest, I did not look at the whole thing myself. I just saw this on social media, so I'm taking that for what it is. But it's like, I get it, man. AI is here, and evidently it's here to stay. But man, you at least hire somebody for quality check.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyways, but if Finn ends up taking the AEW Intercontinental Championship off of Dom Mysterio, he's 44. Finn is.
Yeah.
CM Punk is 47.
Yeah.
So there's still time for Finn Balor. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, Finn Balor's aging better than Phil. I mean, the dude he still looks like he did 10 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So I don't know.
And perhaps more importantly, he still pretty much moves like he did 10 years ago.
Yeah, So I think there's still, there's still time. I think it would take, dude, honestly, I think it would take, if they do the thing with Dom where, Finn's like, hey man, that felt great to be out there. I was this close and now I'm really thinking about it. What do I want to do with the rest of my career? And that splinters Judgment Day. Like we've, sort of seen the possibilities exist in the past. They've hinted at that endlessly. And Dom wants to put a stop to that or something. They get into a feud. If they can find really good creative for Finn Balor that really resonates with the fans are ready for something substantial with him. So they will respond. And if that's the case, then that kind of momentum could carry him. But we've seen a guy who has already been carried by the fans, LA Knight. And I feel like he probably has the early advantage over who's going to win the world title, but still might not over Finn Balor. You know what I mean? Like a really popular guy who still might not actually win the thing.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. LA Knight goes the entirety of the WWE career without winning the world championship.
That's possible. But again, he's
entirely
like, what is he, like 40?
He's in his mid-40s, I think.
Is he? LA Knight. Boy, all these guys. He's 43, so he's a little younger than Finn.
A year younger than Finn.
So he's got 4 years to be where CM Punk is.
All right.
So
I suppose it's possible.
there's still plenty of time for a lot of these guys, man.
I guess so.
Yeah, there's a lot of time. But anyways, we do have a sponsor for the show this week. So shall we talk about them?
Let's do it.
All right.
This episode of Going In Raw is sponsored by Factor. You know, I try my best to eat well, but a lot of time, it takes a lot of time to prepare a quality meal. Just last night, this is nothing fancy, but it took me almost 90 minutes just to make some chicken and roasted sweet potatoes.
Yeah, man, no, I'm the same. I've tried for a while to make healthy meals every night, but then just realized it wasn't going to happen because some days I just don't have the time or energy to make it happen.
Well, Steve, Factor doesn't ask you to do meal prep or follow recipes because the meals are already made by chefs, designed by dietitians, and delivered directly to your door. I'm talking lean protein, vegetables, whole food ingredients, healthy fats. It's all the stuff I'd like to make if I had the time. And with Factor, I can heat it for 2 minutes and eat.
Yeah, man. And with Factor, you get to pick what fits your goals. There are 100 rotating meals every week. So if you're looking for high protein, calorie smart, Mediterranean, GLP-1 support, ready to eat salads, Factor's got you covered.
And Factor has a new Muscle Pro collection for strength and recovery, which is great for me because Steve Larson is looking to get jacked in 2026, man.
Yeah.
So head to factormeals.com/raw50off and use code raw50off to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor.
Get that free breakfast. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that whole AJ Styles Gunther situation. So Gunther comes out. He's got some words. And he says, "Calm down, everybody." He says, AJ made a mistake last week because he walked into our match with blinders on. He was so focused on making me tap, he forgot he was in the ring with the greatest pro wrestler in the company, me. He says, the man who put Goldberg to sleep made John Cena tap out. He says, you can tell my future looks very bright. So I'm being Rumble. So he says, as the man who lasted 1 hour, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, he was about to continue, but then they don't want none. AJ Styles music interrupts him. He comes down to the ring and he says, I know you want to move on. Well, I don't. You and me rematch, Royal Rumble. Gunther says, as I just said, I'm going to win the Rumble. I don't plan on pulling double duty. So my answer is no. AJ says, sound like you're scared. And then Gunther's like, what? He says, yeah, we both know your hand was raised, but you didn't beat me. I beat me when I should have ripped your leg off and beat you with the bloody end. Remember, you tapped out like a little bitch. So anyways, Gunther stews on it, and he's like, listen, man, if you want a rematch at the Rumble, you got to put your career on the line. He's like, oh, you can think about it. Think if that's a hill worth dying on, and I'll expect your answer by the end of the night, unless you're a little scared. And then later on, so AJ's like, shit, I got to stew on this one. Later on, AJ is talking with Adam Pearce, and he's like, AJ, there's no coming back from this. Once it's done, it's done. Not realizing this is professional wrestling. Mm-hmm. AJ says, fine, I'm going to call my wife. And then Pearce is like, it's probably a good idea. And then later on, he comes back up to Pearce, and he's like, hardest conversation we ever had. He says, she said exactly what I knew she would. Pearce is like, oh, yeah? She was like, no, we need money. He was like, no, she said, kick his ass. I'll do it. And he's like,
he said that just she cussed for the first time in their 25-year marriage.
Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one in the Bible. But she didn't say asshole, which you think is super egregious. No, which one did you say was? Oh, you said piss was egregious.
Well, it was one of the words that Carlin put in the words you can't say on television.
I did enjoy the conversation in the comments. People, I wonder if it's like a locality thing, a cultural thing.
And I didn't necessarily say piss was like super egregious. I just said it was a cuss word.
Oh, I'm not diving back into it. I've made my stance clear. I just find it interesting that there's differences. I don't think there's a right or wrong here.
Very well.
Except for me being right. So you want to
talk about the end of Finn Push 2026, yeah?
Or the beginning.
Well, we could try to be positive about it. So we get a video package hyping up the main event. Finn is then warming up in the clubhouse. Raquel walks in. And she says, Steph hasn't been clear. There's no clue when she's going to be back, but when she does, I'm going to beat her worse than I did last week. And then Liv's hyping them all up. And she says, turns to Roxanne, she says, when you first, joined Judgment Day, I thought you were like super annoying and stuff like that. But now you're my prodigy. She says, Finn, you ready for tonight? And Finn says, tonight we're on my island with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. I'm not leaving here without it. So later on, Jackie interviews Punk, asked about the match tonight. He says, this is really muted, subdued Phil here.
Yeah, this is very like NWA type Phil,
Yeah, very.
It's Magnum TA Phil. That's what it is.
It was like they were shooting something right next to him, and he had to keep his volume down so his audio didn't bleed onto that audio. That's what it felt like.
Becky had her kid down for a nap, just
Could
one
be.
room over, trying to be respectful. I appreciate that, Phil.
Yeah. So he says, I'm playing a away game, going into double OT, and I want the game on my stick. All these hockey references. He says the pressure gets me out of bed and helps me prove that I am the best in the world. So why not come to Ireland and prove it? What makes me the best is what breaks Finn tonight. So Finn gets an interview later. Asks about his mindset, the pressure. And he says, Jackie, the magnitude is not lost to me. Perhaps it is on champ Punk. You're a fighting champ, and I respect you, but I question your judgment. You're on my turf, my island, my people. Tonight in Belfast, there's going to be a new Irish World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah. No. But we got, I think overall, Finn getting his entrance and his theme back, while he didn't walk out of there with the World Heavyweight Championship, I think is a huge win.
Well, I checked immediately at WWEshop.com.
Oh, to see if they had any merch?
Yeah. And so far, nothing. There's a very soap opera-y shot of AJ Styles and his merch, so that might portend. They actually upgraded their AAA merch a little bit. They got a really cool shirt with like a bunch of the masks from AAA on it. So that looks pretty cool.
So it's not just the graphics from their Trons on shirts?
No, they have actually introduced a couple new ones, so that's kind of nice.
That is nice.
But yeah, I'm looking at Finn Balor here, and
no.
I mean, you might be able to. Let me see if they got. Yeah, I don't even think they have the old Balor Club shirt now.
That'd be weird.
They don't even have the old Balor Club shirts. Got to get that shit on eBay or something.
Weird. So this was a really good match. Great pace. They each kicked out of each other's finisher. In the end, after Punk kicks out of the coup de grace, he looks for a GTS. Balor rolls him up for a 2, though, but when Punk kicks out of that, he does the roll through on Balor and gets him up and hits the GTS to get the win. So at least it took 2 go to sleeps to beat Finn.
Yeah, they did the whole premium live event match thing.
Yeah, they did. And it felt like it could have been a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, it did. Isn't it funny? Like, well, that's the thing about Finn. There are certain guys who you can just slot into that role because of however they're still with the fans and their history. And Finn's that guy, or he's one of those guys. Mm-hmm. And so you put that theme song. But now the question is, this might actually be worth more than a world title run. Does he get the theme back coming out of this match?
That's the thing. If it's full-time back to Balor country, yeah, Finn.
That's
huge
worth more than the world title.
Because, well, here's the thing. I think Finn, with his original presentation, has a higher ceiling than Finn with his Judgment Day theme.
I agree, even if he has a world title run.
So,
Maybe
I think Finn going back to his previous presentation could portend better things than him going back to his slowed down Judgment Day era theme next week.
I agree with that as well. I also kind of wish, given what we heard in the Cody interview, let him do the demon thing, but the way that he kind of envisioned it as just, hey, it's just cool entrance.
Yeah.
It's like, let me just do some cool shit. They were in London, they did the Jack the Ripper thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just let him do some cool shit with his entrance. This guy's presentation was off the charts. You don't have to make him into a supernatural guy with spooky powers or whatever. That's stupid. He never did change his moveset.
No.
So just have it look cool,
Yeah.
I always hated the streamers from his head.
Yeah.
That looked dumb.
Yeah.
But, just give him some cool shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So afterwards, Punk's celebrating. Balor bummed out. They shake hands. Balor leaves, and he keeps looking back at Punk, looking at that title. So, hey, maybe some foreshadowing. And then Punk holds up the title as the show goes off the air. So let's talk about the Vision, specifically Adam Pearce and the Vision. So Earlier on the show, Heyman walks up to Pierce and says, "Hey, it was just." Sorry, and Pierce says, "Hey, I was just thinking of you." And Heyman says, "Oh, really? How was your week?" And Pierce says, "Oh, great week. I had a great week." "You?" And Heyman said, "You did?" And Pierce says, "Let me guess. You want to know about Braun? Well, he's still suspended, and we're in Belfast." And Heyman says, "Oh, you couldn't find a place in London, huh? Anyway, the Vision has a tag match. I need to get them ready." And Pierce says, "Well, tell them to be on their best behavior." "Oh, wait, you're going to be out there, right?" "Well, so am I. See you ringside." So it's Logan, Theory, Bronson against Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee. So during the match, Logan gives Austin Theory the brass knuckles. But then Pierce gets on the apron and yells at the ref, "Hey, he's got brass knuckles." So the ref catches him. Pierce gets the knuckles. He confronts Heyman, or Heyman confronts him, sticks his hands in his face. And so there's a little back and forth. But amongst all that, Pierce drops the knuckles. Ray picks him up, punches Theory with him. And Logan's yelling at the ref that Ray cheated. Instead, Penta hits Logan with a destroyer. Drops Logan, then hits a destroyer on Theory to get the win.
Yeah, the story is good. I think they're doing a good job with Heyman and Pierce and, the intrigue there. It's fine. And the match was fun. But, isn't the Vision a group that really kind of should be winning these things? Is it?
Yeah.
I don't really necessarily think that their loss here is necessary for the advancement of, Pierce got some phone call from higher ups, I guess. He needs to talk to Braun Breaker next week, man to man. I don't think them losing necessity. I don't think that needs to happen.
You gotta look at the long game here, Steve, because maybe we said before, what if Austin Theory is working for Seth Rollins?
He's got to drop a bunch of L's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'd be like Seth. He's like, nah, you want to lose all the time, make him look stupid. I'm like, well, you're just making me look stupid. So, I don't, they're like a young group. The other dudes, they're all awesome. Don't get me wrong. Kind of thrown together though. Mm-hmm. The Vision's supposed to be like a group who's always hanging out. They should be on the same page, and they're young. If Logan's full time, he's going to be a deal. Shouldn't these guys be winning? Austin Theory just came back.
It's interesting now that Logan is apparently full time. When he was part time, he was getting title shot. And now that he's full time, they're like, all right, you're kind of starting from the beginning now.
You know what? But that's a really good point. That kind of makes some sense, because now that he's there all the time, you can't give him the same treatment as he did before when he was a special attraction. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
How somebody goes from a special attraction part-time guy to full-time schedule now.
To member, not leader, member of a faction.
Right. Yeah. So it's hey, he's a prospect now, which is it's weird, but I understand it. You have him more, you got to tell long-term stories, which necessitates a beginning.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like Austin Theory just got back. It's like, okay, well, he doesn't really seem to help because they took this L. I think that they need to be like, oh man, these guys, that's how you get the heel. They got to win. They're going to be, effective heels.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say. So after that, backstage, Pierce is walking away from Heyman, who's screaming at him, "I want to let you know you're the best GM we've ever seen, and how we're going to miss you when you're gone from your job." And Pierce is like, "What are you talking about?" And Heyman says, "You should probably answer that phone call right now." Pierce's phone was ringing, so he answers it. So later on, the Vision bump into Pierce backstage, and Heyman holds it back. And Pierce says, "You know what? In the interest of fairness, I want Braun to be here next week to smooth it over, and this has nothing to do with a phone call. I want to talk like two grown men." And Heyman says, "It would be my honor, but you better be on your best behavior." Turn the tables around on Pierce.
Who's this phone call from, Larson?
I guess it has to be someone from upper management.
Like Nick Khan or something like that. The
Triple
Game.
Triple H. Ed Koskey. I don't know.
I don't know. Lowly Rider. Lowly Rider's not hitting up Pierce. So I guess he's in trouble if he doesn't get this fixed. Before we continue, I want to bring this up, man, because we've got, let's see here. Where's the thing? There it is. Join the Friendo Club. That's what the little lower says now, because we're going to talk about Friendo Club. We got business because this coming weekend, The January predictions starts with
As does
the Tournament of Champions.
Yeah.
So, anybody who's been a champion before, whether you're signed up to the Friendo Club setup or not, if you're not, and so you can't get it, email us at friendoclub@gmail.com. I recovered the email. It's good to go. friendoclub@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If you've been a champion at any time
Yes.
and you want to participate in the Tournament of Champions and potentially win it's like maybe a foot away from my hand over here.
Why can't you just bring it into frame so everybody can see it? It's so close.
Because I need to stay in frame?
Why?
Yes, it's not going to work because then I'll be out of frame.
Well, great job advertising this wonderful Ultimo Friendo Tournament of Champions.
It's just over here. Trust me. Everybody's
It's
seen
such a prize reward
it's
for winning
the
this.
Roman
Steve just can't bring
Reigns
himself to
Tribal
show it.
Chief Championship, not the one with his face, sadly. I got it from Pakistan because it's a bootleg. They all know what it is. Everybody knows what it is. Let me see if I can. Nah, it's not going to work.
Oh my gosh.
I think
You
I
get
just
pulled
threw
up
up my
leak if you
back.
do it?
Yeah. So for the rest of y'all, I'm hoping tomorrow. I just got done with the December prize package for Film Critic. I still have to do November. I didn't realize I did not do November. I got to do November for Randy Suarez. And then I'm going to get January's done. And so the January prize package, Larson, if you have any ideas, let me know.
Okay.
It's January 2026.
Last year, did we do like the old school Rumble logo or the newer one?
I don't know what we did. I don't know. That was a year ago.
Yeah, no. It seems like an eternity.
I'll figure out something good. But if you have any ideas,
Sure.
Let me know. So yeah, if you want in, then just join the Friendo Club. It's very easy. You either just click on the join button right here, youtube.com/Steven Larson, or you go to patreon.com/Steve and Larson and click on the Friendo Club setup there. It's $5 a month. Either way you do it. We have not raised that. You know, we are not keeping up with inflation. We're trying to keep things reasonable around here. We also owe a couple bonus episodes. You know, now that the new year is here, it's no longer Happy New Year. It's back to business.
Yeah,
we'll get some of these things cranked out.
Yeah, we got to do that, yeah.
Tomorrow, we've got our review of season 2 of Unreal. They're binge releasing these tomorrow. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
We're going to be ragging all over Triple H and Road Dogg for being like, you know, we had to release Road Dogg because at his age, we're not going to get the reward from that.
R-Truth, you mean. R-Truth, yeah.
Who did I just say?
Road Dogg. You said Road Dogg was talking about releasing Road Dogg.
Well, maybe he should, because I'm not seeing a lot of reward from that one at that age. But R-Truth, yeah, they do the whole R-Truth thing. So, Oh boy, gonna feel our wrath on that one. We got a couple of members. Speaking of the whole Friendo Club membership deal, couple re-ups here from Frolicious, who says, been a while since I was able to catch it live. Maybe 2026 we'll finally get that BALOR push. But then he does an upside down happy face.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we also have Dave Matushek here, says, been a member for 33 months, says, I hope the Rascals have a bright future in AEW, even without Trey Miguel. Yeah, chatter about the Trey Miguel situation, how apparently some higher-ups at WBD put the kibosh on his signing, perhaps maybe due to some social media posts he made in the past. So we'll see how that turns out. And then what else? And then Killer Whale Toys has been a member here for 29 months now. Says, so if we use the math here, 2029 Finn push.
All right.
Because of that's when he'll be the Phil age.
Yeah.
That could be.
There we go.
That could be.
We got some subs over here on Twitch from Maggie.
Ooh,
Maggie's
Maggie.
back.
Maggie's our champion.
Maggie is our champion. Hi, Maggie. Hi. True World Order with the sub. Scooter as well. Let's see. Greg Yak. And that might be it.
Okay.
Scroll down. Yep, that's it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. All right, back to the show.
Back to the
Raw.
show, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Women's Intercontinental title scene. So Maxine had a rematch against Becky for the title. Before the match, Maxine's backstage warming up, and Natalya walks up. She says, I wanted to be in your corner, so what happened 2 weeks ago, it doesn't happen again. And Maxine says, I'm so ready for her. I'm going to make her tap out. I'll see you out there.
So
they
at
couldn't have
that,
telegraphed Natty turning on Maxine anymore.
at that moment, you did realize, oh,
Yes.
that's how this is going to end.
And that's exactly what happened. So during the match, Becky takes the top turnbuckle cover off one of the turnbuckles. And eventually, Maxine sends Becky into it. Maxine hits a kick, covers, and it's near the rope. So Natty goes over and puts Becky's foot on the bottom ropes. And Maxine's like, what are you doing?
Boy, she
What
did
is
that
this?
with a split second left.
Yeah.
Just
Yep. So they're arguing. Eventually, Maxine gets up, turns around right into a manhandle slam from Becky. Becky gets the win. And then Natalia gets in the ring and, like, viciously attacks Maxine. Some ground and pound. Yells at her, "You're never going to learn." Puts on a sharpshooter. Leaves. And then they cut the commentary and they start talking. Michael Cole's like, oh my gosh, Natalia's back in the ring. So she gets back in the ring and continues the attack a bit more until referees eventually pull her apart and or pull her off and takes her to the back.
Yeah.
So
man.
hopefully we're going to get Bloodsport Natty on WWE main roster television. Yes, please.
Definitely seems like that could be a direction that they head with. That's the presentation is so great. It's so good.
So good.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. We had some more stuff with the women's tag division, the loaded, stacked women's tag division. So, did Rhea and Io, they kicked off the show, didn't they? No.
It was Gunther who kicked off the show.
Gunther kicked off the show. In any event, maybe it was the top of the
I think it was
second
top
hour.
of the second hour.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, it was about halfway through.
Okay, well, whenever it was, Io and Rhea come out for a promo. Rhea says, "Belfast, welcome to Monday Night Rio. In a couple days, we're going to defend these titles against Judgment Day. But the question is, when are you going to learn that when it comes to us and Judgment Day?" And Io says, "Rio is always on top." And then Rhea's like, "We have an announcement to make." She says, "Once we retain our belts this Saturday, we've been informed we will be participating in the Royal Rumble match." And then Io has some words in Japanese, and Liv interrupts him. Says, "You're more delusional than I thought. Me and Roxanne are taking the titles. The one I never lost back to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. Io, I've got some strong advice for you with Rhea. How it always works out is she turns her back on her partner at the end of the day. And I know this because she did it to me." Anyways, they go back and forth a bunch. We all know how this ends up with a brawl. And the Judgment Day stands tall because Raquel had done a little sneak attack on Rhea and Io, and hit Io with the big Tejana bomb thing.
Yep.
And so they stand tall. Raquel raises up the hands of Liv and Roxanne, so they seem to be fine on the same page. Nothing with the Stephanie Vaquer stuff this week.
No, although Roxanne did mention in the clubhouse segment that Stephanie had not been cleared yet.
Right, yeah.
So then later on, we get Asuka and Kyrie backstage, and Asuka is just giving Kyrie the business.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to make her feel super bad for losing the tag titles, losing the match last week, and Kyrie's being super apologetic. And Asuka says it almost hurts as much as Io betraying her. Mm-hmm. And Kyrie just gets super upset. And she says, "I'll make sure you win the Rumble. I'll do anything." And Asuka says, "Good girl, don't make me yell at you again."
Speaking of the Rumble, Bayley and Lyra both have declared for this is going to be a loaded Rumble, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be stacked. So Bayley's having a breakdown over last week, and Lyra walks up. She's like, "I find it hard to be positive. We aren't building momentum. I felt like I let my friend down." Bayley says, "You never could. I didn't get pinned. Neither did you. We have all of 2026, and the Rumble is next. One of us could win this." And they both make sure each other is okay if the other one wins the Rumble. They're like, "Yeah, it'd be great." They hug a lot. This is a loaded Rumble. My pick is probably Liv. But who do you see? What do you like? I mean, if there's so many possible, I would not be shocked if like 10 different people.
Yeah,
were
they
the
could do a
ultimate winner.
thing where we haven't heard anything of late about Bianca's status from her finger injury.
Yeah, definly a favorite.
But if she makes a surprise return at the Rumble, wins it to set up a match against Jade at Mania, that's a possibility. Liv's a good option. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, like, part of it is they haven't really been doing a whole lot, seemingly, to set up much, especially on SmackDown. It seems like Jordynne Grace just within the last 2 weeks is going to be a contender for Jade's title.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and they finally got around to telling a story with Stephanie, with Raquel. But before that, there wasn't a whole lot of stories being developed for the top title and women's division on each show. So it kind of means the field is kind of wide open.
Yeah, especially like Tiffany Stratton, I think, is going to come back soon. I mean, I think there's probably 2 names that you could safely say aren't going to win. Becky, she's already Intercontinental Champion. And then probably Charlotte. You know, they got such a good thing going with her right now. I don't think they would want to mess with that by having her win the Rumble again.
Or have her win back-to-back years either.
Right, exactly. But beyond that, you know, and then obviously there's already champions that aren't going to win it. But beyond that, man, it's pretty wide open.
It is. The field's pretty wide open this year. It looks like we had an injury on Raw. Javon Evans had a match against El Grande Americano, and during commercial break, apparently some sort of either shoulder or upper chest injury happened. We come back from commercial. Ref has already stopped the match, and Javon is being walked out, and he's holding right here. So it could be AC joint, could be shoulder, it could be upper pectoral, don't know. Hopefully in the coming days, we'll have some idea of the nature of the injury. Hopefully he's not out for very long, because it'd be a real bummer to have his main roster career start and have that a bit of a speed bump here because of an injury.
Speaking of recent NXT call-ups, we had an Obafemi package. Is this going to be like a Veer thing?
I don't know, because they're running him on both shows. They have one on SmackDown too.
He's just going to debut at the Rumble, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 10, 11, 12 days away or whatever. So maybe he'll debut then. Maybe they'll just run a package at the Rumble. Maybe the package will be in the Rumble.
Maybe. Like they'll do the countdown, the package will run, everybody will expect Obafemi to make a debut, but then someone just gets it on tape and just puts it in the ring.
Right, exactly.
The actual videotape of the video package.
Yeah. It's like one of those big, like whatever they use for broadcast stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Which they don't anymore because it's all...
No, they don't. They probably saw, it's all digital. But yeah, the giant tapes are like yay large.
Yeah, yep. I don't even know what those
are. Jey Uso also declared for the Rumble, saying that he's going to win it again. And then later on...
I do appreciate that commentary noted. They were like, oh, did he run this by Jimmy? And because there's no Jim. Yeah. They're like, oh, what does this mean? I don't know if they ran it. And then, like you were about to say probably later on, the New Day show up. And they bump into Pierce, and they're like, we flew here on MLK Day, which, by the way, they did run the MLK video package. It says our favorite holiday. And Waller says, mine too. And they look at him kind of weird. And they're like, we're supposed to be here for an open challenge. What about us, the New Day? Pierce says, you get your opportunity, but not tonight. Next week, Fatal 4-Way, winner is number 1 contender. I got to go babysit the Vision. And then he went to go do that. Which wraps our Monday Night Raw review.
Was Raw, yep.
So now, of course, would you like to answer some questions?
Let's answer some questions. How about, let's start with this. Mr. Sinister says, if AJ wins against Gunther at the Rumble, then has a rematch at Mania to where he actually retires, who would you guys like to see him feud with in between that time? I don't even know how that makes sense, where he wins the retirement match. It's Gunther who's desperate to get the rematch at that point. Why would AJ put his career on the line again?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I can sit here and act a clown and be like, oh, they could do something, but it doesn't make any sense. I'll dispense with the comedy on that one. It wouldn't make any sense.
Wouldn't make any sense. So if AJ wins, I guess, like if you go end of the year, maybe they can come back around to it. Maybe they do a thing where AJ's like, at the end of the year, I'm done. And then somehow Gunther gets the retirement match. But I don't know. Even that seems clunky.
Yeah, dude. No, I agree. I don't know. It all seems clunky. Let's see here. Sort by news. We had a couple blind power ranks. But first up, let's see here. Ronan the Analyst says, if WWE had only one band to record songs for everyone's entrance, who would have oh, this is a great question. This is one for you. I'll throw this to you. And give us an answer. Don't be looking at your phone and being like, oh, I don't know. What band has enough range to be able to do it effectively?
Wow, what a great question.
Right? Off the top of my head, I know he's not with us anymore, but like Prince, like did like all the fucking shit on his.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he did. He recorded everything on a lot of his albums. I'm just trying to think of a band or an artist who has dabbled in a wide variety of genres.
I mean, I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain if they re-recorded the catalog with Alter Bridge doing covers of everybody's shit.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think anybody complain about that.
I don't think
man.
so. I don't think so. Let's see. Justin says, how should Natty and Maxine conclude? How long will they stretch this out? They should be, their blow-off should be a submission match.
It should be. I mean, that's got to be at Mania, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It would probably end up being on the Raw after Mania or the Raw before Mania.
Or the SmackDown, WrestleMania SmackDown.
WrestleMania SmackDown, something like that.
But yeah, I mean, if they're going to have, a 12 or 14 match Mania card?
Yeah.
Yeah. Either do, or how about this? Do an underground match.
Oh, I like that.
I know they haven't done a main roster in the longest time, but they, for a while they were doing them in NXT.
Screw that. I want a Raw underground match.
Yeah.
The
Bring back
original
Shane.
version. Yes. Dancers.
Moss as the doorman.
Omos as the doorman. Yeah, dude. Shane. Oh, stop the match.
Just random spots. Shane stops it.
Here's a good question. TR Chestnut says, what's a hobby you want to pick up / continue, but you can't find the time to do it?
I wish I'd still had an opportunity. I don't think I could play baseball anymore, but to play softball, I wish I had the time to do that. If I could find a team and get some reps in to get my skills back up so they're decent. Not that I was ever great, but decent. Yeah, I'd love to play softball.
It was fun that one season. I did it.
Yeah.
We did it. Yeah. I want more time to read because, man, I got that. I got 3 or 4 books from Christmas because that's what I asked for, and I got the one that you got me, and I love it. It's great, but I get through like 3 pages a day because I just do it in between or like right before I go to sleep, and I just don't. I don't do it that much. So I wish I had more time to do that.
Yeah, I need to read more. I don't read enough. Let's see. Miko, Steve, you can chime in on this too, although it says it's for me. It says, a settled debate between a friend and I. Who do you think is the best guard in the Eastern Conference? The choices are, there's Brunson, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, or Maxey of the Sixers. Those are the 3 listed here, unless you got other names in mind.
Yeah,
I'd probably go to Cunningham because I think his game is probably more well-rounded.
I'll just hand that one over to you because honestly, like I don't pay attention to the East nearly as much as I do the West. Just like whenever there's games on, I'm like, what?
Did you see the All-Star starters? They just announced them today.
No, who is it?
So I mean, like the Western Conference.
God, there's gonna be so many people left out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but it's funny because like the Western Conference, you got Luka, you got Wemby, everybody you'd expect, Steph.
Okay.
And then the Eastern Conference, it's 4 guards in Giannis. Although I guess Jaylen Brown is a guard / small forward, but it's it's all guards, and then Giannis, I guess, has to play center against Wemby.
The West is so loaded.
I know.
It's so loaded.
Yeah. I think it's Cunningham, it's Maxey, Jaylen Brown.
Who's on top in the East right now?
Oh, I don't know.
The Detroit is.
Yeah. That's
Jesus.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Boy, that was
they've had quite a turnaround the last 3 years.
Yeah, no kidding.
They're loaded with talent, though. They got such a good team.
Wow, the Celtics are in our second place.
Yeah, without Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown's been having a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Alex Foster here says, if you were a gaffer or grip on Raw, what mistakes would you make in the middle of a segment? You see the boom pole popping the
I did, yeah.
Shot?
That almost landed right on Heyman's head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would not make for a good boom guy.
No, that's hard. That job is so hard.
That
job is so hard.
Yeah, so I'll say this. If I was a production guy, I like to get my work done. And as you saw earlier, I sent you the lower, I didn't even notice that the bottom line was missing. I like to get it done and get it out. I'm not great at QC. Like WWE also with their AI stuff. So I would be the guy who, like, if they're like, hey, can you get this thing done? I'd be like, okay, we're going to hire an illustrator. Just do it in OpenAI. Okay. I guess it's my job. I got to do it.
Yeah.
So I do it. And then they're like, Steve, this AEW title's on Dominic. Fucking what? That'd be me. I talk shit, but that would be me.
Yeah. I'd probably be in the QC department of something because that's like, I guess that's a skill I possess. I don't know. Here are the starters, Steve. You got Luca, Curry, SGA, Joker, and Wemby. Those are the West starters.
Jesus.
Loaded.
That's ridiculous.
Loaded. And Wemby's a starter because apparently there's a tie where he and Ant were tied for the last spot. And Ant's averaging 29 a game or something like that.
There's going to be some fucking people missing.
So then in the East, you got Maxey, you got Brunson, you got Cunningham and Jaylen Brown. And then you got Giannis.
Dude. And Giannis, I'm assuming he's still playing good, but boy, he's got all... Wasn't he crying on the bench the other day?
Oh, maybe. He just came back from an injury. He had like a calf injury or something.
Yeah, but because of all the... I think the fans were starting to boo him because they all caught wind of, like... I don't know.
He hasn't asked for a trade yet, as far as I know.
Yeah, but wasn't. Yeah, I don't know.
I think the assumption is since since Milwaukee's not very good right now,
maybe that was it. Yeah.
That seems to be where it's going. But
yeah, this is a good question here. My spirit animals at Dorito says you're given the opportunity to write a WWE Studios movie starring LA Knight.
Wow,
what's the plot? Is
LA Knight in character?
Yeah, and his name is LA Knight in the show.
I want him to be in some sort of haunted house movie. He's no selling the ghost.
Oh my God, he's no selling the ghost. For some reason, he strikes me as a cop who has to go undercover as a male escort. I don't know why.
This is it. This is it. He has to work for a temp agency, and so all the jobs are all like the stock footage shit he had to do. That's it.
Yes, perfect. Perfect. That's good.
Ty Moore here says, who needs their original theme back next? Bailey. Give Bailey her original theme.
Oh, you know what? That would so work now. That would so work. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I can't do better than that. I'm trying to think. Did the Street Profits get theirs back? Didn't they in the last match they had? Didn't they get it back?
But they've been off TV for a while.
Well, yeah.
Don't recall. All right, you want to blind power rank something, Steve?
Yup.
I got to count how many there are. 11. So.
Oh my God, who's giving us 11?
Stephen M.
He's cool.
Says blind power rank these movie trailer songs.
Ooh.
There's some good ones here. Some good choices.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
First one is Nirvana's Something in the Way for The Batman.
Bro, I'm telling you, the first 30 minutes of that movie or 20 minutes of that movie are like the best Batman has ever been translated outside of comic books.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know that I could put that at number one because there isn't enough historical context to make it iconic. So I'm going to put that at number 4.
Okay. Ooh.
Because there's 11 entries here.
Yeah, there are. There's a lot of good ones here. Next up, Pharrell, Happy, Minions movie.
11.
Next, I got 5 on it for Jordan Peele's Us. You remember that trailer?
Oh, that's right. They did use that.
Yeah.
Ba-boom, boom. Man. Ba-boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Damn, that's a good one. Yeah, dude, of course. Put it number 5.
Put it number 5. That makes sense, I suppose. Next up here, Hooked on a Feeling for Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't like that song. I feel like I understand that it was used well, but I'm going to put that at number 9. Not really a fan.
All right. Next one, Armageddon used John Denver's Leaving on a Jet Plane.
I don't even remember that one.
I don't either.
So I'm going to put that at number 10.
If you didn't put that one at 10, I think you would have put this one. P. Diddy and Jimmy Page's version of Kashmir for Godzilla in 1998.
All right. Given that is carried by the guitar, I don't feel too bad about putting that at number 8.
All
but
right.
I'll put that one at number 8
All right.
for the Diddy connection.
Next up, Suicide Squad. You use Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh God. How can any movie use that after Wayne's World?
I know.
I'll put that at number 7. I like Queen though.
Next up, Jay-Z and Kanye, No Church in the Wild for Great Gatsby. Don't remember that one. I know the song. I just don't remember that trailer.
Yeah, I don't know that one a bit. I never saw that trailer. I'm not a. Wasn't
I
that,
remember that. Now, they just kind of use the instrumental part predominantly.
Was that Baz Luhrmann?
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
I said there was on like Threads the other like a couple weeks ago. There was like all sorts of praise for that Romeo and Juliet movie. Not a fan.
All right, what spots do you have left?
It's like a bunch of theater nerds. I got 1, 2, and 3 left.
Oh, okay. You're in good
I
shape.
thought there was gonna. Okay, go ahead then.
You're in good shape. You're fine. You're fine. Next up, Clint Mansell, Lux Eterna from Requiem for a Dream.
I'm sorry, that's an easy number 1 for me.
That's
Oh my!
So many
God.
trailers.
Yeah. That if somebody the other day asked like what movies should I watch, Requiem for a Dream. Honestly, Aronofsky's first batch of movies.
Yeah, early Aronofsky. Yeah,
Like what did he do? Was Black Swan after The Wrestler?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, watch everything up to The Wrestler. I haven't seen. He's got a new. He's had one out last year.
I
Caught
saw that one.
Stealing.
Yeah,
I gotta
didn't see
check
the movie,
that
but
out.
I saw that he did that.
Yeah.
Next one from Donnie Darko, Mad World.
Ooh. I'll put that at number 3. Hopefully, there's a killer one here at the.
All right,
number 2
last one
spot.
here as Logan used Johnny Cash's version of Hurt.
Oh yeah, that goes at number 2. I feel pretty good about this list right here. Let me take a look at this list. Besides not really knowing about the Great Gatsby thing, but yeah.
Now that I think about it, I remember that.
I think I did this pretty well. Yeah, I never saw that guy. I like all the memes coming out of the Great Gatsby thing. Let me see what I got here. Okay, all right. Would you like to blind power rank 8 sitcoms that started in the 90s to early 2000s?
Sure, if I've seen them,
This is from the King's catalog.
I'll do the best I can.
All right. I think you know most of these. All right. First up, Friends.
Like I appreciate that it was very popular and whatnot. I never really got into it.
Neither did it. Ran too long. There was some funny stuff in it, though. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie and say there wasn't.
No, I'm
funny
not gonna say it
stuff.
wasn't
There was
like
some funny
it
stuff.
wasn't funny, but it just really wasn't for me. I'll put it at 4 because a lot of people did like it.
I think that's a good spot.
It was wildly popular.
Yeah, it was. All right, number 2. Baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Frasier. Frasier was a fucking funny show.
Never really watched it though.
It was funny.
Put it at 5.
All right.
Run into the middle.
Run to the middle.
Terrible
Next
strategy.
Next up. That 70s show.
Ooh. We used to watch that when we first lived in that apartment.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
The early years of that show were really good.
Yeah, there were some funny bits.
Yeah. Got weird later on when they were all old.
Yeah,
and shit.
I'll put Run in the middle. Put that 6.
Number 6. Oh, wow. Okay, number 6. Next up, Thatherton, King of the Hill. Bobby?
I like King of the Hill. I
King of
didn't
the Hill
watch
was
it a
awesome.
ton.
Yeah, it was great.
King of the Hill. I'll put that at 3.
Number 3 it is. Probably should have gone higher in some of these because next up you've got 2.5 Men.
Never watched it. I'm
You
aware
weren't
of
missing
it.
much. The few times that I had the misfortune of watching any of it, it was not good.
All right, 2.5 Men goes at 7. I'm gonna have something bad at 1 and 2, aren't I?
Next up, King of Queens.
Well, that's the Kevin James one,
I
right?
think that's the Kevin James one.
Never watched it.
Okay.
There's probably gonna be something really bad at 8, so I can put it at 8. So I got to put that at 2, I guess.
Okay. What did you put at 1?
I haven't put anything at 1 yet.
So you've only got 1 left?
I got 1 and 8 left.
Oh. What?
But there's 8.
Did I miss? Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I skipped one here. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So you got 2 left. This
Yeah.
one is Everybody Loves Raymond.
Again, like a show I didn't really watch. I mean, I'm aware of it. Didn't really watch it.
Probably
Probably
should
something really bad at 8, so I'll put that at 1. It was on forever. People really liked it.
You biffed it.
Oh, what's the last one?
Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama was a good show.
That's a really good show. It's really clever. I didn't watch a ton of it, but every time I did, I was like, God damn it, this is clever.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else do we have?
Yeah, I got another blind power rank for you if you want to do this one from
Yeah, fuck
Greg
yeah,
Morris.
let's do it. Why not?
All right, 7 movie characters who you could beat up the easiest. So number 1, easy fight, you win. Number 7,
Ooh, I'm getting my ass
it
whooped.
might be tough. It might be
I
tough
have
for
a
you.
hard time with it. Okay, let's go.
All right, first one here, Daniel Plainview.
Fuck no, man. That old bastard. I don't care if he's as old as he was in the last scene. Oh my God. That's a tough gig right there. I'll put him at number 5 because he's also old timey and maybe I catch him when he's drunk.
But he's got a competition in him.
He does, yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, next name here, he knows karate. Dirk Diggler.
I'll whoop his ass, dude. That little punk. I was just thinking about Dirk Diggler the other day and Mark Wahlberg because, like, his performance is not very good, but it fits the role perfectly.
Yeah, it
and I
does.
think you want that over, like, a Leo or something like that,
Yeah, I
you know?
I know.
Dirk, I mean, he's young. He's got that on his side.
And he does know karate, Steve.
But he's got I don't think he does. He's got a lot of dick for me to kick. So that hog is, man, I'll just kick in a general
Yeah.
direction
Yeah,
of his front area and I'll
You're
hit
bound
something.
to hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dirk, because I feel like there's going to be some ass kickers on this list.
All
I'm going
right.
to put him at number 3.
All right. Next up, Dave Tosky from Zodiac.
Oh, fuck. He's a cop.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Was this a list of fictional characters?
Movie character. Just
Oh,
movie
okay,
character.
okay. I didn't know if it was fiction because I think he was a real guy.
He was, yeah.
All right. I feel like he'll.
This is Mark Ruffalo's character from Zodiac.
Yeah, I think he'll kick my ass more than Daniel Plainview would. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. Plus, he's in the 70s. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd kick my ass.
All right. Next up, Llewellyn Moss.
Oh, he'll kick my ass. That guy was a nom. He's kind of a dummy, but yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, he's rough, man. I ain't got no chance against that guy. Yeah, dude, that was a great name. Llewellyn goes at number 7. That dude, I think over Plainview, over Ruffalo, that dude will kick my ass.
All right. Next up here, we got Captain Kirk.
All right, so I am going to, for the purpose of the numbers I have left, I've seen that fool fight. I saw him fight at Gorn, and he sucked. There was something wrong with that Gorn. I feel like I could kick Kirk's ass, dude. I've seen him fight.
All right.
But man, there's gonna be somebody gnarly on here. I'm gonna put Kirk at number 2. I think I
right.
could, especially if it's like Star Trek 6.
Yeah.
Advanced age, I think I could take him.
Next here is Kurt Russell from The Thing.
Oh, okay, may I ask, did this person put the character's name?
No, just Kurt Russell from The Thing.
I might have actually known his name if you said it. It was like McCready or something like that. Okay, he was a pilot, I think.
R.J. McCready, you're right.
R.J. McCready, yeah, okay.
He was a helicopter pilot.
He was a helicopter pilot. But if I try to take him on towards the end of the movie, I might have a chance.
Oh, he's been through it by then.
Man, I'm hoping there's a real wimp here at the last one because I'm going to put him at number 4. I still think he could whoop my ass. Oh, God.
Oh.
Who's at number? Who's next?
Keith David from They Live.
You know what, man? That dude got into a fight over putting some glasses on, and it was like a 20-minute scene.
It was.
I think I go whoop his ass. Number 1.
You should have put Kirk number 1.
Yeah, Kirk and Star Trek 6 probably be the easiest pickings there.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, that was wildly fun. Let's see here. Is there anything else? All right. I think that's gonna do it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that'll do it. I'm trying to think. Let's take a look at this one here. Oh, fuck it. We'll do one more power rank for you.
All right. How many?
6 from Darius the Great.
Okay.
All right. Die Hard Homer says Keith Day would fuck you up. He probably would. He was also in The Thing, by the way.
Yeah, he was.
He was a tougher dude in The Thing than I think he was in the They Live. All right. This is 6 fictional locations based on where you'd rather live. So 1 is I want to live here. Number 6, no good.
Is Ryza on here?
No Ryza. I can confirm that. First up, King's Landing, Westeros.
Oh.
It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that seems awful.
It seems like an awful place.
It seems so bad. Gosh, but the thing is, there's probably worse, potentially.
There's some shitholes on here.
All right, I got to put that at 4.
All right.
That seems utterly miserable.
I'm trying to see, what is this place? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Next up, Los Santos, San Andreas.
Oh.
You lived there before.
Yeah.
You lived there for like 10
Los
years.
Angeles.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'll put that at 2.
Stay away from Grove Street. You're fine. Next up, this is a real shithole. Gotham City.
Oh, yeah.
Something in the way. Something in
Yeah, it is.
the
I
way.
guess. But is it worse than King's Landing?
No, Gotham's just a city.
Yeah, it's just a huge city.
Don't go out at night and you're fine.
I'll put that at 3.
It is kind of floody now, though.
It's true.
All right, number 3. Next up,
Out in the middle again. Terrible strategy.
Haddonfield, Illinois. It's where Halloween is set.
Oh, all right.
The fictional hometown of Michael Myers.
Well, I can't put it at 1. Unless the remaining 2 are just awful. So I got to put it at 5. So I got 1 and 6 left.
All right.
Terrible strategy on my part.
Yeah, it's awful strategy. Next up.
Terrible.
How long would you last on the planet of Tatooine? It seems like a miserable place.
It does.
I've got the Warrington 6 systems.
Well, that's Tatooine.
Tatooine. Yeah, this is Tatooine. Not Dantooine,
okay.
Tatooine. I don't know why they had those 2 planets sound exactly the
I know,
same.
they're just like so similarly named.
It's stupid.
They look, they're both
Tatooine. Yeah,
planets,
Luke's
they're just
planet.
giant deserts. Oh, man.
Yeah,
I'll say this.
Tuscan Raiders all over the place.
I'll say this.
Jawas.
I'll say this. As a Star Wars fan growing up,
That'd be pretty cool.
it'd be pretty cool. You go to the cantina at Disneyland, the Star Wars one, the land there. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Imagine you get to hang out in that kind of scenario for a whole day. If it's a day, I could totally do it.
This is live. You got to raise your family here, dude.
I got to be a moisture farmer out there?
Yeah, and then be lucky if you don't get burnt to a crisp by a bunch of stormtroopers.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
You know, we know that the spaceport there in Mos Eisley is a wretched hive of scum and villainy, but what about the rest of
A wretched.
the town? You know,
mean,
is
it's
the
just-
cantina just the real shithole, or is the whole community?
I'll be honest. Uncle Ben and Aunt Beru's place didn't seem that bad.
It seemed pretty nice
Seemed
until
like they had air
stormtroopers showed up.
conditioning and then burnt them to a crisp.
You know what? I'm putting Tatooine number 1.
You gonna do some pod racing while there?
Yeah.
All right. This is what I call pod racing. That's what Larson says. All right, next up. This is the last one. So what do you have last? What do you have next?
6.
6? All right. Well, unfortunately for you, you will miss out on living in Derry, Maine, which is the location of the It show that's on right now. But it's just like a normal little place in Maine. As long as I think you're not one of them little kids, it seems all right, I think. But I don't know. Maybe it's horrible.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's your lad. Then you're like, I don't know about this place.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
In Maine in general, are you opposed to living in Maine?
It's kind of cold.
Yeah, it's cold. What would you prefer? Cold or the desert hot?
Probably the heat.
I think they have air conditioning on Tatooine.
I think so.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's going to do it for the show today. I want to say thanks to everybody out there. Thanks to our sponsor, Factor. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Be back tomorrow, pre-record episode for the review of Unreal, the WWE show.
Yeah.
So till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.